welcome back to the biggest agricultural platform in Namibia known as Nduna Wengobe, which means Headman of Cattle. My name, of course, is Mitchell Mutumba Simata, aka the Headman of Cattle. Today, on this 12th of October 2022, I got a very special interview. I'm interviewing a young gentleman who is in cattle farming. He's a Brahman breeder. And he will tell his story. He will be telling us his story and his journey in the agricultural business with his father. That is Mr. Matjiua Korupanda. Mr. Matjiua, how are you, sir?
I'm good. How's it?
I'm good too. I can't complain. So let's get into this interview, Mr. Matjiua. It will be nothing too political. Don't worry, I will not ask you, do you support the red line or you don't support the red line? I won't be asking that. It will be mostly just about farming.
Yeah. Problem.
Oh, okay, let's get into this, Mr. Matjiua. Firstly, give us a brief introduction of who you are, what you do, and when you started.
Yeah, my name is Matjiua, as Michel mentioned. I am a Brahman farmer. Our stud name is Kalahari Brahman from Bukiro to Monde. So I do the farming with my dad, Harrison Korupanda. We started breeding the Brahman cattle in the early 2000s. So we started from the 90s, the late 90s. That was my dad, and me growing up. The Brahman breed was the only breed that was at home. So I grew up doing stud breeding with my dad till date. Yes.
Nice story. So what made you guys select the Red Brahman?
Like for me, growing up, finding the Red Brahman at home, I grew passionate about them, about the breed. And what inspired my dad to do the Red Brahman and not white was from his father also. So it's generational, to say. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Then, Mr. Matjiua, can you describe the journey breeding Red Brahman in Epukiro? How have you been finding that?
Yeah, we have challenges. Of course, it's a communal area, whereby growing up, there was a challenge of infrastructure. You know, when you're in a communal area, you are limited to erecting camps. So you would buy your bull that is worth $1,000, and you wouldn't have a camp infrastructure, and it was a quite challenge. So you would buy your bull that is fully stud registered bull, and it will be mating cows, different cows from different breeders that you don't know their health status. So it was quite challenging, and we managed to erect small camps for the bulls at first. And not forgetting the poisonous plant also, known as Oshikurioma. It was also a big challenge at the beginning. So you buy cattle, you lose them due to Oshikurioma. You had to go buy again. But the journey has been good. Yeah, because now we at a place where that is a bit better. So the breeding has been going well, to say.
Okay, that's good. That's good to hear, Mr. Matjiua. It's really knocks. A poisonous plant is not a joke. I know very well myself. It is like a
Come
bomb.
again?
I'm saying I know very well of the poisonous plant. It's not a joke when it kills your animals.
Yeah.
It's not a joke. So, Mr. Matjiua, When you guys, or when your father started, did he receive any financial funding from probably a bank, agri-bank, whichever bank he was able to get, or he started it out of his own pocket?
At the beginning, he started exchanging, let's say, the commercial animals with the stud ones. Let's say he goes sell five heifers that are not Brahman, and go buy maybe 2. So that at first he did that. Then along the way, I think he got financial assistance from Agribank. But that time I was still young, so I was not that much into the financial area of the farming. But I remember that there was an Agribank loan somewhere. In the early 80s, yeah.
Okay. Mr. Matjiua, Mr. Matjiua, then what are the plans for Kalahari Brahman? I know right now it's not yet that, it's I'm sure it's not yet very big, but it's getting there. Do you guys see yourselves expanding to become probably one of the biggest Red Brahman breeders in the country? Or where do you see yourself going in the next 5, or let's say the next 10 years?
Yeah, no, we've been out of the game for long, and we have been working on the head itself, bringing in new genetics. We had a bull that was a brother a son of a Masbra 23, Woodman. And from there, we used our current state bull, which is Master President. So we've been bringing in new genetics to improve the head. And then we bought a bull from Ace Cavalry, a young bull, by the name of Moreno. So it's to improve the genetics of the head. And hopefully 2023, you'll be seeing me at Kalahari Brahman at the Wenduk show.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to that. That. Mr. Matjiua, then the farming you are doing, since you're a stud breeder, I can see you are literally looking at it as a business. You're not just doing it for the sake of farming. So what advice would you give a young person or an older person who wants to get into stud breeding? Should he do it just for the sake of it, or should he look at it as a business? What would you say?
At first we were doing farming for just the sake of farming. And nowadays, most of the things we do, we have to do it on a business perspective.
Yeah.
And whatever you do, if you're not passionate about it, you won't reach the full potential of doing it.
Yeah.
So my advice to the young people is, if you are passionate about farming, do it, but you must do it to make money out of it. So you must have an eye of or let's say perspective of a business minded soul.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So in other words, you're saying do it, be passionate, but also don't forget the business element of farming. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Mr. Matjiua, then what events could one probably come see some Kalahari animals, or do people travel to your farm? Do you guys have a social media account where one can look at your products, or is there a number people can phone if they want to purchase maybe a bull or a cow from a Kalahari Brahman?
You will find us on Facebook. We have 2 accounts. One which is my Facebook account, Matjiua Korupanda, and there is also a page for Kalahari Brahman on Facebook also. And the cell phone number that you can either get me on WhatsApp or offline. It's 081 37 00 540, or my desk number, which is 081 33 25 883.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then, Mr. Matjiua, any events you might be attending, taking some of the animals, maybe Brahman National Auction or maybe some shows? Are you going to be taking anything to any show this year?
Come again?
I'm asking, so you are not going to be taking any of your products to any of the upcoming agricultural shows? We are in October now, most of the shows are done. We just showcased this year in the Pukiro showgrounds, agricultural expo. Okay.
It was in August, so we managed to scoop some nice prizes. Although the preparation was not on point. So I think 2023 will be our year.
Okay.
We'll be showcasing in most of the shows.
Okay.
And the Venduk show, as I mentioned earlier.
Okay, that'll be lovely. That'll be lovely. Then, Mr. Matjiua, what awards did you win at the Epukiro show? What did you take bulls or did you take some cows? What exactly did you take and what did you win?
No, we showcased it was a bull, a senior bull, and a senior cow plus a heifer. It was in a calf category.
Okay.
The heifer got second place. The junior bull got third place, and the senior cow got third place also.
Okay. That's very good. That's very good. No, Mr. Matjiua, thank you very much for taking time from your busy schedule to speak to myself here on Dunawe Ngombe, as I feel like I need to be interviewing more of my fellow young people who are doing agriculture, and particularly generational, such as yourself, so people can hear your journey and actually understand what it is when you are doing the type of farming that you are doing and what was the cause that made you get into it. So thank you very much, Mr. Matjiua, and I just want to say thank you, and I wish your Kalahari Stud from strength to strength, and you guys are one day one of the biggest Red Brahman producers in the country. So thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Mitchell. It has been a long time coming. We've been skipping interviews and all that, so I'm really happy that we got time to do the interview, and hopefully there will be more interviews to come also.
Yeah, no, not a problem. One day when I'm sorted, I will drive down to the farm and come and stand in the crawl with you and look at your products.
Very much.
Yeah.
That will be great.
Yeah. No, thank you very much, Mr. Matjiua. Have yourself a good day, sir.
Same to you.
All right. Bye.
Sure. Bye.
That was Mr. Matjiua Korupanda, a generational farmer who's doing it with his father in Epukiro. They are Red Brahman breeders. Kalahari Brahman is their stud. And they're trying, man. As he said, there have been a lot of punches, but there's been a lot of getting up and doing it again. So with that said, I just want to keep on saying power to them, and may they keep on going on and going further and going upwards, and continue raising the flag for generational black farmers out there, to encourage more of us to consider maybe we can do generational farming. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say bye for now.